everybody, back here again with our vlog a day. Today is Sunday the 20th, and today was a gorgeous day weather-wise. Absolutely amazing, beautiful day. Woke up this morning fairly early. Dogs got me up a little earlier than I should have been, but it is what it is. Everything went pretty well overnight. Dogs got through the day pretty well, that whole fun stuff there. Went ahead and we gave back a dog, got another dog that showed up later today, but it was kind of interesting. So went ahead, got a couple things done, got in the hot tub, got that taken care of, got the dogs to play with, just getting stuff moved around, getting things figured out. Went and fed the RV cats, got back to the house, got a couple things taken care of. Decided I was going to go up and basically work on my father-in-law's house to get it ready to sale. There's just little things that he hasn't done over the years. Like one of the big ones is he hasn't kept the leaves back from the foundation, and they've piled up around the house. They've caked in after, probably 10 years of not being blown back from it. And unfortunately, it's one of those things where it's starting to damage some of the T111 siding. So I got to decide if I'm going to fix that or if I'm just going to just clean it up and get a power wash on it and then let the next owners, do that or not. I'm not sure the time frame. I got so many dogs going and stuff, and then with that, and the vending route, and everything else going on, and then trying to get our house, new house bought, and our house moved. And then we got a cruise coming up April 1st, and there's a lot of stuff going on. So, yeah, this would have been way easier if we had done this when he first went into the rehab, place in assisted living, whatever, and started doing that stuff. Then I would have had a lot more time, a lot more downtime, whatever. But it is what it is. So I went ahead on the way out. I stopped by, fed their cats. I had to feed them, take care of them, whatnot. Headed up to the house. Got the leaf blower out. We went around, started trying to blow leaves back from the house, and kind of cleaned it up a little bit, getting ready to go. They were still packed in. Didn't do much. Just got rid of this year's leaves. The rest of the 10 years worth of leaves, I was in there with a rake and a shovel and scraping things back and shoveling things out, and it's not pretty. It really needs a crew to come in and with a giant dump trailer or whatever and wheelbarrows and really knock it out of there, but I'm not doing that much to it. So that's gonna be on the new owner, figure out if they wanted to try and mulch that stuff into the yard, or if they want to haul it off, or what they want to do with it, because I don't even know where I'd put it when I'm up here in Norman. It doesn't make any sense where I'd even get rid of that stuff at. So got as much as I could done. It was amazing how much. It was one of those things I don't do this kind of work that often. So when I'm doing it, it's amazing how quickly my body's like, what are you doing? I'll run for long ways. Actually, I haven't run since my motorcycle wreck. My calf hurts, but it's a different type of exercise, different kind of motion in my body, and all that good fun stuff. But it was warm enough. I was just in a pair of running shorts, no shirt, nothing, out there, and just covered in dust and dirt and just debris, and it's just gross. Talked to the neighbor, let them know the house is going to be going for sale. He recently just bought that house. It's the only house in the, a few 3-block radius where it's even sold in the last, 10 years, whatever. So said, hey, if you got any neighbors, if you have any friends or anybody, you want to move down, this house is going to be going on the market. Or if you're up for a hell of a challenge, buy it, renovate it, rent yours or rent this one, or you control your neighbors and whatever and whatnot. And he kind of laughed and joked. We chatted a little bit and talked, and then got back to work. My real estate agent came by. We chatted a little while, kind of talked about the house, what she thought the house should list out at, what it should bring, and she came in about $70,000 less than the agent we had there yesterday. I talked to my wife and mother, and I told her, I said, hey, we had somebody else here yesterday, and she's like, were you cheating on me? And I'm like, hey, this is a big money deal. This is, I want to get every dollar we can out of this house, so we need to get this, and we don't have any exclusive with you. I know we're using you to buy our house, but, I'm sorry, but if somebody else says they people that they can sell it for $70,000 more, that's a hell of a lot of money. That's a Tesla. I can literally pull a Tesla out of this house more than I'm going to do that. So, got to figure it out. I don't know, if she's thinking, it's like, well, how quick you got to have it sold? I said, we're not in a big hurry. We have money. We can pay the rent, we're paying the taxes, the insurance and stuff, whatever. It's not like we have a big deal. So, we have the cash to keep the house there. If it, I'll wait 6 months if I get an extra 70 grand. That's, or $10,000 a month after you pay fees and stuff. I'm still good with that. I'm not in that big a hurry to get it sold. So went ahead. She left. She said she was going to have her broker come by and look at the house and stuff and whatnot. Talked about where I'm going to make my earnest money deposit Tuesday, because I guess they're closed Monday, whatever, holiday kind of crap. So went ahead from there. We headed back and got back to work. Got all everything I could do with the tools. Got the pressure washer out, hooked up my hose, and I don't know when, how, why, what, I have no idea, but the hose was split. My hose is bad, which I brought my own hose thinking, well, I don't know if his hose are any good. His hoses were all complete junk, and mine split out right coming off the end. So I'm in that world of like, well, now my hose is screwed up, and I'm technically screwed now. Like I have nothing I can do, and I'm hoping that's all it is because my pressure washer wasn't getting enough water flow, I believe, to actually work. So it would, if I let the nozzle off, it would basically build up pressure and pull the nozzle and spit out. And it's like the pump's running out of water. That's what I hope. My hose was spraying a bunch. I was losing all the water going in. So I'm hoping that's all it is. If not, my pressure washer's bad, and I got to buy a new pressure washer, and that sucks because I haven't used it that much. It's not that old of a unit, and we'll have to figure that out because I got to get this house pressure washed and whatnot. Also, I bring up some tools. I realize I need some other tools to work on some other things, and so on and so forth. So, but I got quite a bit done. Plan on working a couple more hours, power washing, and it didn't happen. So, decided to head it back. Got back home, went ahead and went over and fed the RV cats for the second time tonight. Got that taken care of. Got back to the house, got my run in. While I was gone, we had a new dog get dropped off, and that went fine. Actually, we had one dog go home and another dog get dropped off, which I wasn't there for either one of those, which is a big deal. My wife, she helps the dogs off and on too, so it's all good. Dogs are getting along fine there. At one point, the new one coming in was just so excited about all the things in the house. They actually trapped him down away from the living room, down the hallway, tied the bedrooms and stuff, to while they ate. He just couldn't settle down enough. He's just a drooling machine. He just slobbers on everybody, especially when he's super excited and he first gets somewhere. It's absolutely awful. So we went ahead, got that taken care of, and I got back from my run, got my shower, ate a little bit of leftovers, had some bratwurst and some pork and beans. Baked beans, I guess, only like pork in it, but some baked beans, and then chatted for a while and stuff. Finally headed back outside in the evening, had myself a little cigar, hung out with the dogs out there for a little bit, and it was late enough, and I was so tired. I was literally I was dozing off, like I was falling asleep. I've had such crappy sleep last few nights with the one dog that would not settle down and go to sleep. So I was kind of having a little bit of an issue. I was like kind of just nodding off. I'm like, screw it. So I just went inside, half a cigar left, didn't care. Luckily, I kind of knew I was pretty tired, so I grabbed one of my very cheap, low-quality cigars that I'm not a big fan of anyway. So I was like, I literally at one point, I almost dropped my cigar. I was like, I felt myself falling asleep with the cigar in my hand. And I'm like, well, that's not good. So I went ahead and said, I packed up my stuff, headed in, went to bed, and I basically just died. Like, again, we watched an episode of Golden Girls, and I barely made it through yet, and I was just exhausted. I was just pooped. So dogs were fairly, for the most part, got quiet pretty quickly, and it allowed us to head to bed pretty well. So that's a good thing. So that's all I got for right now. I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Have yourself a safe, wonderful day. Thanks for watching.